Colossal Order, who as you probably know are the developers of Cities Skylines 2, and they just dropped a huge bomb on us when they decided to make an absolutely giga-chad level claim about the new game. On Monday, August 14th, the developers dropped their latest dev diary, and they had this to say.
Roll it.
Managing and adjusting production chains is another way you can influence your city's economy. Overhauled in Cities Skylines 2, this adds a whole new dimension to city building. There's no need to micromanage every detail if you don't want to. But if you love a puzzle, there's almost no limit to how deep you can go.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
There's almost no limit. There's almost no limit to how deep you can go.
Boy, shut up.
That is a big and very, very, very bold claim. But can they back it up? How's it hanging? My name is Shawn, and that's right. Apparently there is no limit to the management possibilities in this game, or at least that's what they think, because they drastically underestimate our ability to obsess over this game. So let's not waste any time. Let's jump right into what you need to know when it comes to managing your economy. Oh yeah, totally forgot. One last thing, a brief message from our sponsor.
Like and subscribe! Or else.
Now, if I'm being honest, this is more about economy than production, as the only production thing that they do for this video is just to list off the various types of production that we will start the game with. This is still, a passed over type of thing in the diary, and they don't really showcase it for what it is. They don't give themselves enough credit, right? I mean, we have had an entire industry's DLC just to have some of what's in this new management. In CS1, we got nothing when the game first started, and we had to have a whole DLC. And this is what we get, and we start the game with this level of in-depth management for industries. This is insane. This is wild. Now, at a glance, this is all, essentially run by itself. You know what I mean? You can just play the game and they will export and import as they need to. And as long as your city remains profitable, then you won't have much need to adjust any of the sliders, for example, taxes, right? Your industry companies will simply ship out any surplus or ship in any needed resources. But if you want to max this for the greatest money making and just immerse yourself in general basic psychopathic obsessive compulsive gameplay perfection, then there apparently is no limit. I think we will see about that though, because there's no chance they think for a second that some psychopath out there won't dedicate hundreds of hours to min-maxing this perfectly. And for those of you who don't know what min-maxing is, here you go, here's a definition. So yeah, Colossal made a bold claim. So no limit to this min-maxing, right? Or is there a way to perfect this once, but as your city grows, you will have to adapt it, and it may not always be perfect, right? It might change with the seasons. You might have to constantly be on top of those sliders. I'm sure there are a few people itching to find a so elusive management limit, right? I give it less than a week and someone will speed run the menus into perfection. But how far will it go? I wonder how the map types and hemispheric locations affects your ability to manage certain aspects of your production. For example, you may have to import lumber on some maps, and then you can never truly min-max that because you will always depend on, getting lumber from an outside connection, but only to optimize, to the best of your map's capability as well for any other resources. So, their claim may be right. Again, we have to wait until release to be sure. There is another part that I hope they expand upon in the next Insight video. So let me roll this clip real fast.
Roll it.
It's also possible to motivate businesses to specialize in ways that strengthen the economy. Imagine reducing taxes for furniture stores and the various industries that manufacture their products. That will make them more profitable. More businesses specializing in the design and manufacture of furniture will crop up. Before you know it, your city will have a flourishing furniture trade and a reputation that keeps cash flowing in.
So your city can build a reputation for specializing in a certain trade. They break down furniture as an example. I wonder how far this can go. Maybe you can make a small city with many surrounding farm towns with oil fields dotted in and around, and you are known for that and make excess profit from that until maybe your city gets too big and younger population wants greener energy, and then you have a problem, right? I guess the telecom services and newspaper circulating make the chirper give you insight as to how the community is gossiping about what is or isn't reputable in your city. What's your reputation about? What kind of stuff are you known for selling? Are you known for selling, fruits and stuff like that? Are you known for selling furniture? So on and so forth, right? So I wonder how that'll all play out in the game. I, for one, personally think that there will be so much more to get into, which is why the dev diaries are so brief and kind of just explaining some parts casually without an in-depth breakdown. They want to show us what they have without spoiling what we love, right? What we will love, anyway. This game seems head and shoulders above its predecessor. The amount of things that have sliders in these deeper management menus is mind-boggling for a base vanilla game. So for anyone out there who doubts the validity of this game, needs to only uninstall all of their mods and assets from CS1. I've been struggling to make a good vanilla city. This is why you hear nothing but praise from console players, because they see what an upgrade CS2 actually is. Imagine the best version of CS1 with all the best mods and all the best assets and themes. Okay, that's this game as base vanilla, and then you get to have mods for that. It's crazy and wild to think about when you really put it into perspective. So all the little tiny things that people gripe about are just tiny things, Now that doesn't mean that we aren't, some things might grind your gears, and that's fine. There are, so many positives that greatly outweigh the negatives. But while we are on the subject of grinding gears, why does every once in a while we see a building with like 50% of its surface plastered with one single advertisement? Like, hey guys, if you didn't know who operates out of this establishment, well, then you do now, or you're probably blind, right? This is like it's just a bit much. Anyway, to follow up a minor gripe, here's a good little thing, right? I noticed that the terrain conforms to whatever resource raw material is being extracted here. Imagine you can make mounds and small hills within the terrain to make it look so much better. Those of us who spend hours adding beauty and detail will love that I'm pointing this out. This makes me seem like, there's like more important stuff out there than what I just, just or talked about, but this really, I ain't gonna lie, man, this kind of tickles my pickle, you know what I'm saying? I love this type of little stuff. So that's sort of my general breakdown and overview. I can't wait to see someone actually min-max the management sliders, but I imagine it will vary greatly depending on the map and hemisphere location. We need to really probably min-max every map or hemisphere because they may vary wildly from one another. I do love the fact that we can just put the thing on autopilot and not worry about it too much. This will be great for casual players who want to progress normally with some challenges. And also it'll be great for, creators who just want to beautify the game with unlimited everything and just go in and just go crazy. And then there's those extreme management people who this kind of dev diary kind of appeals to. They really have catered this game to appeal to many gameplay styles. I'm so hyped, and if I've earned your sub and maybe a like, I would greatly appreciate it if you join the community here. Also, we have 3 members now, and I have a goal of 5. Once we reach 5, then we will do something special for the members tab, right? That'd be cool. And I have had a couple issues with recording some footage for this most recent member video, so I apologize. Give me some time on that. Right now, I'm putting together the footage from the gameplay featured in the background of this video. So if you want to see, builds like that in their entirety, that's the way to do so. Join memberships. Those of you who are already members will get the privilege of seeing that kind of stuff. So all right, y'all let me know if there's any other news or anything like that out there about Cities Skylines 2 you want me to cover that people haven't covered yet. If I use your idea, I'll pin it in the comments and put your comment on the next video, right? So I love you guys, but until next time, you gotta piss off.
2 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I like good pussy and I like good trees. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe, and I get more ass than a toilet seat. 3 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I met a bad bitch last night in the D. Let me tell you how I made her leave with me. Conversation and Hennessy. I've been to the motherfucking mountaintop.